Welcome to Live at the Barn. My name is Paul Rellinger. Tonight we're presenting Express and Company. We'll hear their music and later we'll talk to Melissa Payne and Dylan Ireland.
Live at the barn.
It's Saturday night, live.
Live at the barn. We're Express and Company. How about you say Express, I say Company, because normally get cheesy.
Okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Live at the barn, we are Express
And Company.
Live, 1 to 3, boy.
3, 2, 5.
Live at the barn, we are
Express and
Company. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
No, we say it.
Say it first? Okay, 1,
Yeah.
2. Why are we counting to 4? For
I don't know.
3, 2, 1. Live at the barn, we are
Express and
Company. Live at the barn!
Live at the Barn welcomes Express and Company.
Got a little gold in their pockets.
I could use some gold in my pockets.
For sure. You got gold in your pockets, you don't share it with me. Well, I've talked to all my friends and they all agree. And we don't have any doubt this'll all work out. We're not making any promises, we'll leave and stick around town. When your wheels stop turning, it'll all fall apart. Just be down the road from you, baby, in my working car. Yeah, baby, in my working car. Well, I watched a bird fly over my head the other day. Thought of getting on a plane and just flying away. Ah, but the grass is so green where I come from. And this river's so clean that I gotta share it with someone. When your wheels stop turning, it'll all fall apart. Just be down the road from you, baby, in my working car. Oh, baby, in my working car. When your wheels stop turning, it'll all fall apart. Just be down the road from you, baby, in my working car. Ah, baby, in my working car. Oh, baby, in my working car. You got gold in your pockets, you don't share it with me. Well, I talked to all my friends and they all agree.
Working car. A song about a Honda Civic. When I first met Dylan and my whole band, none of them had their license.
Yeah, you were the only one who drove.
And I had this like Honda Civic that I would put both of my long speakers in with all of the guys. Dylan had to get his license though.
I was just talking about that the other day.
Yeah.
There's a light, certain kind of light, that never shone on me. I want my life to be live with you. I wanna be with you. There's a way, certain everybody say, to do each and everything. Oh, but what good does it do if I ain't got you? If I ain't got you, baby, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like to love somebody, to love somebody the way I love you. And I'm a man. Can't you see that's what I am? Every breath I take it for you. Oh, but what good does breathing do if I ain't got you? If I ain't got you, baby, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like to love somebody, to love somebody the way I love you. There's a light, certain kind of light, and it's never shone on me. And I just want my life to be here with you. I wanna be with you, baby. You don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like. Yeah, you just don't know what it's like. Love somebody, all the way I love you. Yeah, the way I love you. Oh, the way I love you. Yeah, the way I love you.
My name is Paul Rellinger, and welcome to the barn, and of course, welcome to my guest, Dylan Ireland.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome.
Hello.
Want to talk about a lot of things, Dylan. It's been a while since you and I have actually sat down and chatted, but you know, I think a logical place to start would be your musical background, and we were talking a little bit off camera about how that there was a lot of music in your life at an early age.
Lots.
Yeah.
Lived on the 13th line in Havelock and had the Swamp Band playing down below my bed for their beginning, not their beginning years, my beginning years, but yeah, lots of music and guitars. And
You were performing at a relatively young age, and of course performed for years with your brother.
Yeah, I was pretty shy when I was really young, and then I kind of got through the weird years and started, Daniel really forced me to, he's like, put this cowboy hat on, let's go. And then we won a little competition and ended up on the Jamboree stage, which I watched my father and uncles play and hung out at when I was a kid, so that was pretty cool.
My guest is Melissa Payne. It only makes sense that a girl from Ennismore would be in a barn in Norwood, right?
That does make perfect sense, yeah. It's kind of where I started playing, so.
Right at home.
Yeah.
I want to go back, if we could, Melissa, to Ennismore in those early days. If I remember correctly, and you told me this a long time ago in an interview, your first fiddle actually was a toy guitar and a stick.
It was, yeah.
And I remember
good memory, yeah.
I do remember you telling me that, and you actually got your first fiddle around age 4, I think?
Yeah, around age 4 or 5, I probably jumped around on the couch for 2 years to Charlie Daniels. And yeah, I was just obsessed with anything fiddle, but especially Charlie Daniels. I would just jump around for hours.
Charlie was the man.
Yeah. Devil went down to Georgia just pretending I was playing that stick and plastic guitar for hours.
And now you can play it.
Yeah.
I had like the dream when I was like really young. I was like 10 years old and I was on a microphone singing Matchbox 20 songs in whatever band I liked at the time in the basement and pretending like the grass in the field is the audience. So it's like, it's definitely been a dream since I was a little wee kid. But now it's just a job.
Yeah, well,
So far.
a pretty good job though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The Leahys were off tour at that time, so Doug started coming to the house until I was around 12. Yeah, he taught me by ear completely. So I would have my tape recorder and I would record the songs and then just play them out on repeat.
It was so normal for us. It was like at Thanksgiving, it was play a John Prine song or play your own song or really play your own song because my uncle was a writer, my dad was a writer. I think they were all writers. They all are. My grandfather.
Yeah.
Was it something that came relatively easy for you? Or?
Fiddle is a very stressful instrument, even to this day. Like, I can remember being a kid and just being like, I was very determined that I was going to learn it, but I also wanted to break it sometimes. I wanted to break that bow, especially when I was told that I had to practice. My mom would be like, okay, I think one of your cousins would probably take this fiddle. I'm like, no. And then I would pick it up and start practicing again. But I just kind of kept with it because I did always love it. And then the more that I played, I just loved it more and more.
How about other musical influences? You mentioned family, but I'm just talking like mainstream music. What did you listen to? What kind of shaped you?
It was the Swamp Band. Like that's all I thought there was for a long time.
Yeah,
they were in the basement playing. They were at the Jamboree playing. They were in my head playing. And,
yeah.
But in Blue Rodeo for sure. As soon as I became a teenager and had a guitar in my hand, it was all over. Blue Rodeo, the band.
Yeah.
Of course, Neil Young, who was the greatest. But now it's too much. Too much. Everything. I listen to pop music and everything.
Everything from Elvis, like I was so obsessed with Elvis that I just loved anyone who was like an entertainer and, you know, jumping around on stage. But Ray Charles, like anyone with that big soul.
Yeah.
And then I grew up on like country music, like Willie Nelson and George Jones. Like I thought I was going to marry George Jones. When I turned 60, I was going to marry George Jones. I thought he wouldn't age.
All those influences, I'm sure, like any songwriter, they play a role, right?
100%. Yeah. That's how you write a song. I don't know how I would write a song without stealing a million things from a million things that I love in one jumble coming out of me creatively.
Yeah.
Like I don't see how you do it otherwise, really. But yeah.
All this time, I can't help but admit the crime. And you saw me and I went blind. After all this time, use your words and blanket me with business first. So just take me back to where it hurts. Oh, and do your worst. And I can't stop this satellite. It's been following me for so long. And every time that I close my eyes, I see where I went wrong. And all this time, I never even lost my mind. This is a place that I could never find. After all this time, I can't stop this satellite. It's been following me for so long. And every time that I close my eyes, I see where I went wrong. Wrong. can't stop this sad light. It's been following me for so long. And every time that I close my eyes, I see where I went wrong. Wrong. And all this time, and all this time, we had an album called Ontario. This is a song called Ontario from said album about 150 years ago. Another couple cold years and I'll be done. All this messing around in the northern sun. So put a sway in my way and a kick in my step. No, you're not gonna see me if you haven't yet. I've never been one for the telephone, unless you're calling me up to tell me that you don't want me to go to Ontario. I still remember the day you pulled me out of my car, just a mile up the road north of where we are. I had a smile on my face and always regret. Oh, there ain't no reason in the world to be acting like that. And I've always ended up on the losing side of this fence. This is where I lost my mind and where I found it all over again. Ontario. Goes another poor kid lost on Queen Street. Yeah, I can see it in the eyes of the people like me. This place reminds me of some girl that I forgot. Oh, so very alone and so very lost. Never been one for the telephone, unless you're calling me up and tell me that you don't want me to go to Ontario.
Expressing company. Let's tell me about that dynamic and what works for you.
As soon as I met Dylan, I was just like drawn to playing music because our voices did like just really seamlessly match up, and I loved his songwriting.
I've always wanted to do like a thing. So, and I had just met Melissa, was playing guitar and had some songs, so I kind of threw my friends together.
And he's like, you should play fiddle. And I started playing fiddle again because I was mainly doing all my singer-songwriter, playing the acoustic. And as soon as I started playing the fiddle, I just like developed a new love for, like, I just got to create riffs and lines as I went on stage. I'd be creating lines like every night, and it was like a thrill.
It was actually it's a really cool time to think of, like, back as a memory, because we were like, I feel like it was 100 years ago and we were like 10 years old.
Yeah.
Because we were fresh, like super fresh. We all didn't know each other. We had our friend Joe playing drums, who had just started playing drums, and yeah. And then we went on to play a lot of gigs.
I want to talk to you about your songwriting and that process for you.
I think when you first start songwriting, that's when you should just never stop. And I never thought that I would have like a dry spell of like not being able to write music, but that does happen.
Yep.
Like when I first started, I was just so eager and I would just write every day. But then you kind of let the genres and the industry get in your head a little bit of what's cool and what's appropriate, where I kind of wish I could rewind to that time where I just was writing in my bedroom for me. I was just writing to get songs out and get feelings out. And that's starting to happen again. I think like I'm in like a good place, like life-wise and relationship-wise. So they're just starting to just flow out.
Nice. Do ideas come to you spur of the moment and they come into your head, or is it something you have to sit down and force yourself to work consciously at, or?
It's a combination of all of that for me, for sure. It's like sometimes I'll hear something in the car and I'll like the drum beat and the tempo, and I'll like just leave that in my head and I'll just have it going until I get home, and I'll try to write an idea to that, or I'll have an idea I had, and I've had ideas. Actually, the song we were going to talk about a little bit from Don Scoose Award, the memorial, is a song I've had for like 10 years, like a little one-word idea that I just finally finished.
Right,
a few months
and
ago.
of course the song you're talking about is Peace of Mind.
Yeah.
And the Don Scoose Memorial Music Collective, for anybody who doesn't know, they're honoring Don Scoose's memory, the longtime owner of Ed's Music Workshop.
Yeah.
Tell me what that means. Is it a pretty cool thing for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially coming back, what feels to me coming back out of like a kind of a dark place. Just coming out and being like, hey, people kind of remember me a little bit. So it was kind of like an arrival back on the trying to make it seem.
Step outside, peace of mind every time I try to find you. Open doors, brand new floors, I can't find anything wrong with you. Now it's a start to fall apart, there's nothing that we can really do. So step outside, peace of mind every time I try to find you. It's a shame, it's a tragedy, it's a top floor room without a balcony, and it's a different kind of feeling, all the one that'll be there when you're leaving. It's a different time and a different place to grow old. I step outside, peace of mind every time I try to find you. Yeah, and it's a shame, and it's a tragedy, It's a top floor room without a balcony, and it's a different kind of feeling. All the one that'll be there when you're leaving. And it's a different time and a different place to grow old. To grow old. So I step outside, peace of mind every time I try to find you.
You've made some changes to your personal life, in your personal life.
Absolutely.
Maybe you can, as much as you want, kind of talk a little bit about that, and not only that, but also how that's, I don't know, perhaps helped you musically or creatively.
Creatively, musically, personally in my head, I feel like it's helped me more than anything ever. I'm like almost 8 months sober now, running pretty strong, and like I feel completely limitless and endless. Like I can do whatever I want. I can just hit the reset button if it doesn't work. Do something else. I have a new project called Doses. It's a kind of a pop project. My close friend Colin Kennedy is in the band and produces it, and just creatively, there's just tons of. I want to do everything. It's like I'm talking with my brother about doing an Ireland Brothers song, another song, because he's wanting to get back into music again, and full-fledged want to do Express and Company now that I'm like up and at 'em every day.
I guess you're a testament that if people want to make changes in their lives, they can, right?
For sure, yeah. I definitely a really good example of you can definitely get out of it. You can definitely do it, because that was pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty inspirational.
And
for sure.
I kicked some butt.
The scene is ever changing, so I just want them to have the same opportunities that I had. Like I got to play in thriving bars full of people and have like that support of a community. So I just really hope that people just continue going out to shows and showing these young artists the support that I felt. As time goes on, I just want to forever be like an ambassador of the arts, like trying to get our community and our city involved, and like, you know, like getting funding for these people that struggle so much financially, and they're bringing, you know, so much tourism and cultural. I don't want to get too political, but like making sure that those people feel like they are needed, because they really are in this community. It's just, without music and the arts, like our community is just another box store waiting to happen. So,
Hey Dylan, what song is this? You were like introducing it like it was like a gangster song.
This next one.
We're giving you way too much stuff that you have to like sift through now.
Another brand new song called Be Mine. And somewhere out there dreaming lies a thief. He takes what's insecure and then he leaves. And bloodied from the war that lies within, he says he's never walked on ice so thin. But what's the use in loving me just to leave me behind? I'm out here all alone to walk the line. And I wish you could be mine. I wish you could be mine. Then maybe I wouldn't have to be so goddamn blind. 'Cause you're the only one who knows me. You know, lately I I've been stealing in my sleep. And lately you've been just as bad as me. Always patched up from a fight I always lose. You know, lately all I think about is you. Oh, but what's the use in loving me just to leave me behind? I'm out here all alone, I'm not fine. And I still wish you could be mine. I wish you could be mine. And maybe I wouldn't have to be so goddamn blind that you're the only one who knows me. I still wish you could be mine. I still wish you could be mine. But maybe I wouldn't have to be so goddamn blind, 'cause you're the only one who knows me. Yeah, you're the only one who knows me. Yeah, you're the only one who knows me.
This is a song called Every Other Night. That is an Expressive Company song now. It has changed.
Oh, Charlie, won't you help me sing my song? Lend a hand with the words all wrong. It's over the hill and back up to the house, to the kind of place you can't live without. Mama, won't you help me through my days? There ain't no reason for me to complain. I've got everything I need right here in my car. Baby, just a little bit of hope and a cheap guitar. I said that I don't know, yeah, just what I'm doing. I get lost in the light just about every other night. So brother, won't you send me on my way? I've been standing on the bridge and a little afraid, but I'll spend one too many long nights under these stars, just watching them fade and hurting our hearts. Hey lover, why don't you tell me that I'm wrong? Oh, for looking at you for way too long. I've been banging on your door all winter long. Won't you just let me in and I'll prove you wrong? I said that I don't know, yeah, just what I'm doing. I get lost in the light, yeah, just about every other night. Said that I don't know, yeah, just what I'm doing. I get so lost in the light, yeah, just about every other night. And I get light. Yeah, yeah, just about every other night.
Okay, darker than your dark. Now let's get happy. Well, I'm darker than your dark, and I'm paler than your pale, and I made myself your mirror. Watch my light slowly fail. You taught me only fear. When you wrap me in your curse, well, I'm darker than you know, and I'm deeper than your hurt. I close every door, turn every lock and key. Every light's blown out, shattered just like me. And the candles burning down on the shadows where we lay. Up against our wall is where you made me stay. Well, I'm colder than your heart, and I'm darker than your dark. Well, I'm darker than your dark. Yeah, I'm paler than your pale, and I made myself your mirror. Watch my light slowly fail. You taught me only fear. Let me lie with all my shame. Well, I'm darker than you know, and I'm deeper than your pain. Well, I close every door, turn every lock and key. Every light's blown out, shattered just like me. And the candles burning down on the shadows where we lay. Up against that wall is where you made me stay. Well, I'm colder than your heart, and I'm darker than your dark. Close every door, turn every lock and key. Every light's blown out, shattered just like me. And the candles burning down on the shadows where we lay. Up against that wall is where you made me stay. Well, I'm colder than your heart, and I'm darker than your dark.
Darker Than Your Dark is your latest CD.
Yes.
Interesting story behind that is your CD release was March 7th.
Yep.
Saturday night at Market Hall. It was 2 days after I saw you at Peterborough Performs, where you performed with Kate Sir.
Yep.
So it was a busy week, a typical Melissa Payne week.
Yeah.
And then COVID came the following week.
Yes.
How tough was that? New album and no place to really play it.
Yeah, it was hard. Like, I just got off a tour too with Matt Mays, so we had been like going cross country, and then I was gearing up to release the record, and then gearing up to go East Coast, West Coast tour, And me and Express and Company had started writing and doing more songs together. So then it was like a forced stop, which I didn't really get too upset, just because like I knew that, you know, there was a lot more bigger things at play than just me not playing shows. Like
Sure.
everything kind of hit home, like how important our family and our friendships are and how important music is. But like at the end of the day, I was going to be able to play music again. But it was a kick, you know, everything shut down, including just even radio play at that time. They didn't take on new music. So I was just like, I was kind of a week
Yeah.
too late. If I did it a week earlier, I probably would have made that mark. And but
Yeah. COVID.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's that word. We're coming out on the right side, hopefully. What did that period mean for you in terms of, you know, obviously some outlets to play your music and perform were taken away from you like every other musician.
Yeah.
So you had to find other ways to be creative. What did that look like?
For us, it was, we didn't. It was just a big break. I had a strange kind of personal experience with COVID where it gave a lot of people suffered, and it was a super bad thing, of course, but the being locked at home gave me the stability and opportunity to change my life in some humongous ways. So it's actually kind of different perspective for me for COVID, because it felt like a much needed break for me from music and being in public generally. But a break. It was a frustrating break for sure, because like that first month we had Express and Company had just come back and returned, and we had so many gigs in those first 2 months we had to cancel.
Yep.
Melissa had just released an album.
Yep.
it was discouraging, but at the end of the day, music is like what fulfills me the most. So like I'm never just going to, even though we're still, you know, in it, especially Ontario, we can't play shows. Like we have the odd drive-in show. Like we
Right.
had that Jim Cuddy show, which was like, oh, we're playing on a stage. But as soon as you're up there and you're playing, it just reminds you of like why it was worth the wait.
Yeah, but on the upside, again, we're coming out of that now, and what do you see kind of moving forward for you guys?
New music and a lot of fun stuff. Just everything we didn't get to do, hopefully, after our first record, was we had to take a break, and I had to take a break. All of that stuff.
Yeah, Dylan's going to record a full album. I'm going to play on it. So Express and Company, we're just going to keep busy. My album, I'm just going to keep pushing it just because it doesn't feel like a year's passed. So it feels very fresh. But I have the opportunity to play fiddle as much as possible, which just keeps me thriving and going.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
There are folks who may have seen Express and Company perform like years ago. May not have seen them lately. What's your message to them? We're back? Or we're
We
still
are way
here?
back. All the way back, for sure. You can check us out in a parking lot near you.
Well, Dylan, thank you so very much. And again, for coming here to the barn. And I wish you best of luck with all things in your life forward.
Thank you so much.
Oh no, you really shake me. You rattle and you break me down. Oh, you really shake me. You've been shaking my name all over this town, shaking my heart right into the ground. And I should have seen it coming. I should have read it in the sky. Well, I saw no darkness in your blue eyes till I was running for my life. Oh no, you really shake me. You rattle and you break me down. Oh, you really shake me. You've been shaking my name all over this town, shaking my heart right into the ground. And all these cracks in the pavement, well, they're all starting to get to me. Yes, years, yeah. And just like the wheels on an old car, you keep on running over me. Oh no, you really shake me. You rattle and you break me down. Oh, you really shake me. You've been shaking my name all over this town, shaking my heart right into the ground. Oh no, you really shake me. You rattle and you break me down. Oh, you really shake me. You've been shaking my name all over this town, shaking my heart right into the ground, shaking my name all over this town.
A song called Out by the Trees. Send this out to the one and only Stuart McLean. Why not? First one to play it on the radio. All my family, they sing harmony. And all my family, they sing harmony. And they sing harmony out by the trees. Boys and the girls dancing all the live long day. Yeah, the boys and the girls dancing all the live long day. It's dancing all day, 'cause that's their way. Yeah, we drink our beer and wine in the sunshine. Yeah, we drink beer and wine in the sunshine. Yeah, and we drink beer and wine, and that's just fine. Yeah, 'cause all my family, they sing harmony. And all my family, they sing harmony. And they sing harmony out by the trees. And they sing harmony out by the trees. And they sing harmony out by the trees. And all my family, they sing out by the trees.
We sing out by
And
the
all
trees.
my family, they sing
out by the trees.
We sing out by
Yeah, and
the
all
trees.
my family, they sing out by the trees.
We sing out by the
Yeah,
trees.
they sing harmony out by the trees. Thank you, everyone.